you have, probably you did, but what kind of communication did you have with scientists, like off the record? Maybe someone came to you and said, okay, Steve, I know that you are right, but I afraid of 1, 2, 3.
Not that, but I have had some people in government confirm to me the extraterrestrial presence is real, and I've got colleagues that have had that. Now, it's done in a way, it happens in a situation where nothing's going to come from it. If I were to try to say something, they'd deny it, and I wouldn't. Right? Sometimes it's at a cocktail party. I had one colleague that went to one of these cocktail parties on Capitol Hill. I don't know what the event was, and people are having some wine, and it's all free. And she went up to an astronaut there, not one that's particularly public, hasn't done much publicly, and brought it up. And this astronaut had a few glasses of champagne and basically looked at her and said, yeah, it's real. I've had similar things done to me. A survey was done of scientists, right? Now, the scientific community is in lock with the truth embargo. It's like, whatever. All their funding increasingly comes from the government, right? Huge amounts. And the idea that you're going to rattle the government's cage, they don't do it. We've developed a nation of very meek scientists who are willing to go along with government propaganda. This is not a good thing. And also, they can be pretty tough on alternative thinking, but they were surveyed. This is back, I think, in the 80s, where they were given a poll, anonymous poll situation, where they could make a statement, but without any risk of anybody knowing it. So it's basically a poll, anonymous poll. Over 50% said this phenomenon is real. Broad spectrum of scientists, physicists, biologists. But publicly, no, they don't say anything. I've been to some scientists' houses. They have huge libraries of UFO books down in the basement. We've been down that road before, where scientists have gone and said, well, the government's powerful, and we just want to learn. We don't want to upset the government.
But it is not the science as it should be. No. It is not the science at all in this case.
End well. You see, a whole segment of German scientists basically said the Nazi science is nonsense. But we're not going to say anything. Of course, they were facing pretty severe penalties, pretty nasty stuff. They couldn't stand up. They went along with it. And how did it end up? Not very well. It's happened before, not just there. It happened in the Soviet Union. When politics starts dictating what science is for political purposes, it never ends well. And that's what's happening in the truth embargo. The scientists are saying, okay, you want to concoct a version of the reality for political reasons? Certainly, we don't want to interfere with that. Because we don't want to lose our job, or we don't want to lose our funding, or whatever. You're going to have to answer for it someday. And history is not going to be kind.